Welcome to the Ultimate Formula 1 for round 8 in Spain. I'm with Wade today. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you, man. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to round 8 of TUF. This is taking place in Spain. Very interesting track selection we have tonight, Kishore.
Yeah, I really do. It's I think quali will be crucial because it's so hard to overtake. And wait, let me get there we go. Tough track to overtake. Very heavy on strategy because I think most guys will go soft hard. Will be interesting to see if the really fast guys are trying to qualify in mediums. Looking at it right now, we have Boogeyman, Julian and Fox going out on mediums.
Yeah, we have Fnatic, who is out on the soft tyre. Stinner is also out on the softs, as well as
Sean and Pricey as well. Luca is out on softs. I think most guys are out on softs actually, so
it's always worse on circuits like this, giving it at least 1 or 2 laps on your medium tyre. It's going to be
yes.
With circuits like this, it's going to be very hard to overtake. Track position is going to be key.
Yes, definitely, especially in Spain.
Absolutely. Obviously, we're unsure of the weather conditions. It looks like a fine, dry qualifying session. If anyone in the chat
that would
the race could let us know what the race conditions are going to be.
Also considering that we have some guys going out on mediums, I'm expecting it to be dry. It's not sure if they are just going to put in a banker to get a feel for the track, feel for the setup. I'm actually going on board with Sean now, as he's the first guy on track. Bit of a lock up into turn 1, but I don't know if you've noticed as well, but I think that's a visual glitch because when you're racing, you might not get a lock up on your screen, but the broadcasters get a lock up. So
I didn't know that one.
Yeah, it's very weird. I was rewatching the race in Monza, and in the broadcast I was locking up every single time into turn 1, but on my screen I didn't. Ooh, and Sean invalidates in pretty much the corner where everyone will get at least one warning. Alright, who's next on track?
Are going to be key.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the race will be won on penalties, so we'll have a look at that. Right, I think F1 is going to be the first one to cross the line now that Sean invalidated. Let's see. 159. I'm expecting him to... Oh! Thomas retired. Yeah, it looks like he crashed in turn 9.
I'm just going to switch my headset. I'll be 2 minutes.
Alright. And Stinner goes into P1 provisionally. Let's see what Julian does on the mediums. 115.6 goes into P2. Where's the Merc? There it is. The Boogeyman also on mediums. Also 115.6, but goes ahead of Julian. Santero on his outlap. Let's look at... Oh, Luca already invalidated. What about Risse, who's just starting his lap? Looks like he invalidated his first run, as goes purple in sector 1. A bit deep, I think. Not sure if it was... Oh, and Dobby goes into P1 with a 14.4. Fox, the next guy, into the 14s already. Let's go back
Right, sorry about that, guys. If anyone in the chat could let me know how my volume sounds, if there's any echoes, anything like that, would be much appreciated. Just having some headset trouble right now.
You're not echoing for me, but let's
Technology,
see.
always something.
Yeah, looks like you're still echoing.
I don't think at the moment there's anything I can do about that. We'll plod on, we'll push on. So we have Dobby currently P1 with a 14.4, Reset 14.5, and PMP Fox was 14.8. That's a solid first lap runs.
Young Breezy.
Did we find out what happened to Thomas?
There was a yellow flag in turn 9, so I guess he just lost it. I've not seen anything said yet. Turn TV down.
TV's not on right now.
I don't know if he's talking to me, maybe.
Maybe. Is it in the chat, guys? Is it Kachow echoing or is it Waitsy?
Let's see who's... Meanwhile, I'll look at some labs.
Sure.
Also, can you guys let me know if I should go into broadcast and quali as well, or if I should focus more on onboards? What do you guys want to see? Because I saw Julian saying in the commentary channel that we should go a bit more into the broadcasting cam.
I'm on the broadcasting camera.
Alright, so Thomas pushed too hard of the upper right hander straight into the wall. Yeah, that's what it looked like on the mini map. It's a very, very tough corner because you really have to push through there. Meanwhile, Bats goes into P7. Shown into P6 with a 115.4. Riese into the pits, Santero into the pits, Stinner on an outlap.
I'm on board with Pricey, currently on the medium tyre, just come to the end of sector 1.
I think he's
like
on his
in-lap.
Yes, that's what I'm expecting. Young Breezy seems to be on a lap. Wait. Oh, and that's invalid. Ice Cold Andy goes into P6. So he's now the first or the highest medium runner ahead of Boogeyman, Julian and Pricey. And I think Julian is out on the same set of mediums. I mean, he has to be on the same set.
We have Stinner just starting another run. Just going through turns 1 and 2 now, clipping the inside apex nicely. Holding the inside curve round turn 3.
You were talking about Stinner, right?
Yes.
Where is he? Am I blind?
700
there he is. There he is.
In the end of sector 1. Oh, he's run into the gravel.
Yes, I just saw.
That's unfortunate. That was the makings of a good lap.
Julian also seems to be on a great lap. He was improving in sector 1. He's improving by 2.5 tenths into sector 2. Quick mention that Julian is driving with zero assists for the first time, so let's see how he goes on if he put in enough time. But it's looking good at the moment. He's also on a great run of form lately. 2 wins in a row. Before that, into P3.
That's
so
a great lap from Julian.
Looks like he put in a lot of work without assists.
That's a fantastic effort from Julian on the medium tyre. His first race with full assists off, no assists at all. This man's the man to beat right now.
He really is. He's leading the championship as well. Boseman moving into P7 on the mediums as well. So it looks like a lot of guys are pushing on the mediums or pushing to start the race on the mediums. Let's use on a lap F1-Netic. Oops.
Fanatic's just had a moment. Well
yes.
held, sir. Well held.
I don't think that he will be too happy that I just caught that. But it was a great save, to be fair. He kept it out of the wall.
He did. He did. We've lost Dreamsy. When did we lose Dreamsy from the session?
Yeah, he DNF'd a few seconds, or he left a few minutes ago. Yeah, he really is insane. Julian really is insane.
You might want to jump on board Fox, just coming to the end of Sector 2 on softs. He's currently P4.
That's who I'm on at the moment.
Nearly a tenth up on his original time.
If he keeps it up, sorry, go on.
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
If he keeps it up, he will go into the top 3. Let's see if we can find more time in the last sector.
That's a good exit out the final chicane. He's got his foot down.
What is he
Just ran out of the VRS at the end of the lap, and he's gone P3 with a 14.6. That's a good effort. Good lap that from Fox.
Williams looking quick today. Great to see. What about Dobby? Not improving in Sector 1 so far.
Interesting. Edie's going out on just out a lap on mediums once again. Interesting that a few drivers are pursuing the medium route.
Yeah.
Especially this late on. There's 7 minutes left on the session. So this will be probably one more go, and then dive in and get softs on for the last lap.
So
Luca currently P19. What's happening to Luca? He's just started another lap. There we go. Who's turns 1 and 2? Wide through turn 2. Gets it back online through turn 3.
Dobby just crossing the line. Let's see if he improves. He does. By just over 10th. Now I'm switching to Luca, and Sean retires. Also loses it in the upper right. Oh, no, he doesn't. Wait. Did he lose it in turn 6? Is it 5 or 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's turn 5. Luca just going to the last sector. So F1netic is without traction control for the first time as well, and Stu said that you might want to try to adjust your audio mix or mix level.
Give it a go and see if this makes any difference.
And Luca now goes ahead of Julian on the mediums with a 14.7. I think if you are Luca and Julian, you want to stay on the mediums. Let's see, is Rissa on a lap? I think, yeah, Rissa seems to be on a fast lap as well. Very clean through the chicane. A bit sliding out of the chicane. Let's see.
Oh, Rissa jumps to P1.
Just ahead of Dobby.
How close do you want to get? This is building up to be a great end to quali.
I hope I don't miss it because quali is.
Sector 1.
I think there was someone getting out of the way of. No, it's Chandas. No, Chandas going out of the way. And who's on a quick lap?
Fernandez is coming to the end. He's coming through the last sector.
Yep.
Set us off to be looking to improve on his 15.9.
Bit wide there. Improvises his line into the chicane. Let's see what he does. Into P10, 15.3. Ooh, look at the gap between P9 and P12. That's incredibly close.
400 separating. Wow, 4 drivers. That's really close. And Andy, not too far behind those. Andy's currently on a quick lap, literally coming into the last corner now.
Yes, let's see what he does. Into P3.
Good lap from Andy. Solid lap, 14.4.
That's a great lap there.
If he wants to do another lap, he's going to have to hurry up, get round, get back out.
I think it's going to be very, very close for him to make it.
Very close.
I don't see anyone else on the lap at the moment. Pricey just starting, yep.
Yep. Trunders is also on a lap, going to the end of sector 1. Holding a tight line through the long right-hander.
Let's see what Pricey does for now. He's improving in sector 1 by just under 2 tenths.
Trunders just coming down the back straight now, towards the end of sector 2. Currently a small bit up on his fastest time.
I'm really looking forward to find out where Pricey will crash out. if I had to bet my money on it, I would say the fast ride.
Poor Pricey, he always gets picked on.
Of course, he deserves it. Let's be honest, he def. Oh, yep, there we go.
Oh,
there we
wow,
go.
You couldn't talk about the commentator's curse. Oh wow. That's all
Pricey. Oh, Pricey, oh, Pricey, oh, Pricey.
Pricey, my friend.
Just.
Pricey, what happened? Put it in the chat, man.
I have it on screen. I think you will be looking forward to rewatching it.
Got a lot of cars coming out the pits now. It's going to be hard to find space for the last flying lap of qualifying. Is anyone going to break into the 13s?
That is the big question.
It's a very big question. I'd love to see a 13.
Andy's retired, but in the pits, Boogeyman invalidates turn 2.
Julian is also retired from the session.
Yep, I think he's definitely trying to stay on the mediums. Doesn't want to touch the softs.
Well, you never know what's going to happen in the race. There's more than likely going to be at least one safety car. This track is the curbs on this track are quite hazardous.
Yes, definitely. I mean, we've seen 3 crashes already in qualifying, so I'm definitely expecting a few more in the race.
Dobby's just started his last lap.
Very nice
through the right-hander turn 3.
Yep. Looked very clean through turn 1 and 2. He's up 800s in sector 1. So what do you think? Do you think we're going to see 13s?
I think it's going to be very close. I think probably either a 14 flat or a 14-1 maybe pulled today. As we lose PMP Fox, I'm sure he was just on a lap there, so he must have dropped it somewhere on the track.
Dobby very unstable through turn 9, still improving by just over 10.
Rissa, this is pole for Dobby if he can keep it together.
Rissa already invalidated. He already invalidated, so he won't be a threat. Dobby into the last corner. It is P1 for now, but Luca is coming.
Luca's a 10th up. Santero's pulled over to one side. Let's Luca by.
Stinner into P7.
Good lap from Stinner.
I think Luca is pretty much the only guy who's still on the lap. Let's see if he finishes it. Yep, looks like he does. He does not want to start on the mediums. Oh no, he pulls out of it.
He changes last
Interesting.
Bossman,
and that's it.
Yep, that's it for quality.
That's quality done.
So, Dobby, well done. P1 for the race, man.
Will be interesting to see how the strategies will play out, especially Luca and Julian, who are both on the mediums. They will definitely be able to stay out longer, but considering how hard it is to overtake,
Yep, absolutely.
I think they will. We really have to look out for them at the end of the race when the other mediums die out. So, quick rundown. Dobby P1, Rissa P2, and Ice Cold Andy P3, Santero P4, PMP Fox P5, Luca P6, Dinner P7, Jurin P8, Luca and Jurin both on the mediums, Young Breezy P10, P9, and Bats Plus, the last guy who won't have free tire choice. I would expect everyone outside the top 10 to start at least on the mediums, maybe some guys on the hards. What do you think? Do you think we're going to see...
Potentially, the guys at the very back may consider going on hards, go hard soft and pit reasonably towards the end. The likes of Thomas, I mean, qualifying obviously hasn't gone to plan for him, so he's going to have to think of an alternate strategy. I'd expect him, if he can keep his nose clean, he'll be up around the top 10 towards the end.
Yeah.
Fanatic putting in chat P11 in quali with no traction control, that's a great effort. Always a big jump to turn TC off, always a big jump. I've recently done that myself about 3 weeks back and still getting used to it, so P11 in your first race without is a really good effort.
Once he gets used to it, he will find a lot of pace.
Yeah, absolutely.
Traction control, even medium traction control, really slows you down in this game. It might give you safety and maybe even a better feeling for yourself, but once you turn it off and get used to it, you will find so much pace.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
Right, everyone is loaded in. Let's look at the tires real quick.
Wow, yep. So you were correct. Everyone outside the top 10, barring Dreamsy, have started on mediums. Dreamsy is starting on the hard tyre.
Dreamsy,
so
my German boy, shout out to you. Represent Germany for me. I believe in you.
So he's going to be hoping there's going to be a couple of incidents in front of him so he can make his way through the field.
Yeah.
At the front we have Dobby, Risa and Andy. This is going to be very interesting going down into turn 1.
Do you know if anyone of the top guys is on controller?
Off the top of my head, I don't know really who is on control and who's on wheel. I know there is some quick guys who are on pad, to be fair. But obviously a wheel does give you certain advantages.
Yes. I'm asking because controller guys usually have a bit of an advantage at the start, so we might see some of the controller guys jumping wheel guys. But alright, let me prepare everything real quick.
Dobby just coming through the final corner. Obviously game is now taking control.
I will stay at the front. Can you...
I'll jump to say Bats and T10 and watch from there.
Right.
It's predicting a 2-stop strategy.
I don't think that will happen.
No. I mean, obviously everyone has their own way, their own feel of what tyre they're on. I mean, me personally, I always try and stay off the hard tyre. But it looks like the game is saying if you're on soft, you're going to go medium, or you can go soft, medium, soft at a stretch. And over to you, team.
Alright, we're loading in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and away we go. No glitch. Seems like Risse got a very good start. He jumped Dobby into the line and very glad. Oh,
Oh, can see some front wing end plate going flying there, not too sure
Yeah,
where from.
yes, Santero is without his front end plate and he goes wide.
Few cars going wide off track there. Got a McLaren diving down the inside into turn 3.
Ooh.
Oh, there's contact between a Red Bull and a Renault. I believe that was Borstman. Everyone's still continuing. I've just seen more end plate. Could have been off the McLaren of Toma.
Oh, that's not the start Santero and Toma
Toma
wanted
missing
to
his
have.
left end plate.
So is Santero. Very unlucky start for those two. But Risi got off to a flyer. He was ahead of Dobby going.
Got contact.
Ooh,
Boogeyman and Eden.
Yeah, Boogeyman
dropped down to 19th place.
And I think something had to happen to Sean as well. He's down into last place, even though the guys ahead of him had some troubles. And yeah, Santero into the pits, F1 Nedic into the pits, and Boogeyman as well.
A disastrous start for those guys. It's going to be
Toma and Chandas going side by side, and Chandas gets ahead.
We've got a move up front. Very, very close up front. Oh, we've got a glitch. No, it's glitching, saying Sean is in P1 right now on my screen.
Yes, for me as well. I mean, there was a patch today, but I mean, it's Cody's. Don't expect too much.
No, exactly. We can only hope when it gets switched over.
So let's look at the gaps so far. Young Breezy, oh no, Luca just dropping out of the DRS window. So is Dobby.
We got the two racing points very close together right now.
Yes,
Dobby P2 and P3. Reese has had a cracking start. Just out the DRS range right now.
Let's see if Risse goes for an early move. Andy, sorry, goes for an early move. Nope, he doesn't.
We got Stinner on the back of Bats Plus. Going down into turn 1.
And
Thomas in the pits. Now this must be for his, this will be for a wing change, I'd imagine.
I was surprised to see him not pitting in lap 1, and Sinner goes very wide there. Is he missing his end plate, or did he just got caught out by the dirt? It doesn't look like he's missing an end plate.
No, looks pretty good. Thomas hit the hard tyres. So this is a long old stretch.
I think the only thing they can do is hope for a safety car at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely.
Young Luca,
Young
first
Breezy
penalty.
was a 3-second time penalty, so multiple warnings. It's the first one. First one of the session. Hopefully he won't be having any more of those, because only 3 laps in.
Yes, that's a very early penalty. I don't think he will be too happy with that. I mean, we can obviously expect a lot more penalties, but lap 3 is very early. And Dobby gets the fastest lap, but it doesn't look like his DRS on Risse. And he's very low on ERS as well already. Risse is still in the 70, in the high 60s, and
Julian has just taken Young Breezy into turn 1. Good move, nice and clean. That's what we like to see.
So Luca and Julian both on the mediums in P5 and P6 now. PMP Fox are the top 4, creating a bit of a gap to Luca at the moment, which you would expect, but the softs drop off very heavily around here, so I think Luca will close in again in the next few laps, same as Julian of course, who's on the same tire.
Well, the race is going to come to the medium runners as soon as all the soft guys get in, and then we've got more penalties. Bats Plus, 3-second time penalty.
That's a bit surprising because Bats is usually very good with track
very
limits.
Close fight here between Stinner, Bossman and Bats.
Yes.
All within a second of each other right now. Very close fight.
Let's see if we're going to see some moves down the main straight. Breezy gets a bit sideways out of the chicane, but he's very high on ES, so he should be able to defend. Let's see. Stinner. Young Breezy goes defensive, but Stinner easily goes ahead with DRS. Good clean move, no contact. Good driving, and back marker. Yep, gets past Chandas for P11.
The gap up front between Reset and Dobby is now down to 6/10, with Andy only another 4.5 further back, all within DRS of each other. Who's going to be able to run with these soft tyres the longest?
I think that will be also very interesting to see, because I think the undercut is not that beneficial around here as you might expect, and you really want to have fresh tires in the end, or the freshest tires as possible, because it's very nip and tuck with I don't know if that's how you say it, but
and we see another penalty for back marker.
Yes.
Who also now has 3 seconds.
Oh, and Dobby into the wall. Andy, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And that's a safety car.
Wow.
I just...
Yeah, we just missed that. No, drivers now, certainly on the softs, will take this opportunity to get in and get rid of those soft tyres. We have a group of already Bossman, Bats, we got Young Breezy, Backmarker, Eden.
Let's
all
put
in
up
the pit lanes, all going for the hard tyre.
Except Bats Plus.
Except Bats, he's gone for the medium tyre, so he's going for a 2-stop.
I think
that's interesting.
I think the normal strategy without a safety car would have been around lap 8. So with the safety car, I think they should be able to make it to the end on the hards. Bats.
About 27 laps on the hards. It'll be close, but they should get there.
Yeah, I think it's possible.
With a couple of laps behind the safety car.
Where's Pricey, my friend, by the way? In P9.
Pricey's P9.
I'm expecting a bit more from him, to be honest.
Well, he did start towards the back of the field, so it's not been too bad.
That's excuses. He should be up front.
Looking at positions gained from the start, we have Julian up 3 places, Luca Fox up 2, Trunders currently up 11, Dreamsy up 12 places, Pricey up 8. The big losers so far, unfortunately, have been mainly Santero, Boogeyman and Fnatic. Santero down 12 places.
Yeah.
That should change after the pit stop reshuffle.
Also, so Luke and Julian stay out on the hard.
We've got some split strategy here.
They started on
has
the
picked for the hards, whereas Dennis got the mediums.
Rizzo also on the mediums. So is Fox.
Andy, what happened, man? You're in the chat, what happened? Please let us know.
I just got the end of it. He lost it in the last corner and just hit the wall, but it looked very weird. Yeah, that has to be it, because usually the last corner is easily flat, so
maybe just drifted a little bit too wide. Got on the power.
Put it into overtake too early as well, maybe.
This is interesting. The top 3 currently, Luca, Julian and Trunders, have not taken this opportunity to pit.
Yes.
They are on 6 lap old mediums, so they've still got plenty of life left.
So I don't think it's very good. No, it's definitely not good for Luca and Julian, who started on the mediums, because everyone else pretty much got a free pit stop now. So they will have to make up a lot of time once they go into the pits. Got too much curb off the curb and hit overtake button applied. It was just a passenger.
That's a shame, that man. It's very easily done though. Very easily done, unfortunately. as it seems, Bossman and Bats Plus jumped Young Breezy in the pit lane. So was there a wing change for Breezy, or was it just better pit stops by the Renault and the Red Bull team?
The pit stops are very random in this game, so he might have been held up and the other guys not, so it's very unlucky if you lose positions in the pit stops because you can't do anything about it.
Especially when you go to pull out of your pit box and then you have a car that's behind you, goes through you.
It's so annoying.
Yeah, it really is. As Andy leaves the session.
I'm expecting the safety cars to come in this lap because the field's bunched up again. So I don't see any reason why the safety cars should stay out another lap. So I think Dobby should be in prime position right now. He does not have to pit again, and he is the first guy apart from Riese who has to pit again.
Absolutely. I mean, Dreamsy, he started on the hard tyre up in P6, so he will have to make a pit stop at some point to get rid of those hard tyres.
So let's take a look at the pits.
Lights out on the safety car, so safety car will be in this lap. Luca now bunching up the field. How long will he leave it? That is the question. Have they got the tyres up to temperature?
He's leaving a big gap, so he's going very slowly right now. Very slow. No, that's not what I wanted.
He's making sure that safety car is in the pits before he puts his foot down. Looks like he's gone.
And he's I think and Luca also goes sideways. I think he caught Julian napping, but lost the rear a bit in the chicane. And Pricey.
Dreamsy, what's happened to Dreamsy? He's going very slowly down the pit straight.
Yeah, we have a yellow flag.
He's gone from P7 down to P12. Yes. That's not even turn 1.
Doesn't look like he has damage. And back marker.
His back marker's gone very wide there.
And
he's got a hash around the outside.
Good move, but no back marker. Oops.
As Riese takes Trunders.
I think that was around the outside in turn 5. I'm so sorry that I missed that, but it seemed to be a very good move. Up into P3, and that's huge for him. He really has to get going on his mediums.
Santero has a 3-second penalty,
but gets past back marker, so.
Back marker also hasn't had a particularly good restart.
No,
I think he lost momentum when he went for the move on Dreamsy.
Yeah.
Through turns 1 and 2. Oh, PMP Fox is in the wall.
Oh no.
Where is that? That's going on to the back straight, is it not? He's got no front wing. Oh, he's reset the track.
Are you allowed to do that?
Strictly speaking, no.
Okay.
But, it's done. He's back underway, but he's dropped to the back of the grid.
And Riese already with a 2.2 second gap to Chandas behind. He really has to push right now. And back marker.
Yellow flag sector 1.
Yeah, that's back marker into. Yeah, I think he just went off. It's also very easy to do in turn 2 because the inside curb is so risky there.
Yeah, you clip that inside curb, 9 times out of 10 you are going round, unfortunately.
Yes.
We have Riese closing onto the back of Julian. There's only 3.5 tenths in it.
Dobby
very close at the front.
Dobby has not been able to get past Chandas for now, but
he'll be hoping DRS comes in very shortly.
It should be enabled this lap or next lap, but the gap is already up to 3 seconds. So yep, this lap, right? And Risa also with the fastest lap. Yeah, he's really pushing right now.
Oh, young Breezy, I believe that is his second time penalty of the day.
Dobby side by side into turn 1. Chunders holds it. But Dobby has the inside and still side by side.
Chunder's not giving it up here.
No, she's really fighting for the position.
He's hanging in there.
But it's clean, so.
This is very good racing from the pair.
Still side by side, but
Dobby has the move done.
Yeah, that was some great side by side driving. Racing. Yeah, that was great to watch.
Good respect between the two drivers there. As Pricey gets a 3-second time penalty. Time penalties starting to come in a bit more frequently now.
So now.
Oh, we've got a real fight on here between 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th onwards. They're nearly 3 wide going down into the hairpin.
Oh, Jeezy goes a bit wide.
Oh.
We have a yellow flag, and I think that's back marker again. Oh, side by side in the last sector.
Unfortunately.
Jeezy and Santero. Santero goes off track.
I think that was on the curb in turn 2 again, unfortunately. As Tolma gets past Dreamsy, going into the final corner. But they're going to have DRS behind him.
And Pricey also gets past Chunders. F1-netic. Ooh.
Dreamsy holds position.
Yeah. And Risse sends it into turn 5, but a bit of contact. Julian stays ahead for now. There was a bit of contact, but nothing too much. Oh, Risse gets a bit loose there.
Risse really needs to try and clear these guys as quickly as possible. He has much fresher medium tyres.
Yeah, and as Stu said, true, I think, I also think that Risse will stretch these mediums to go into the softs in the end. Very close to the back there.
We've got a lot of good battles out on track right now.
Yeah, especially for P1, which is always great to see.
Absolutely. We've got Horseman, Trundles, Stinner, Bats Plus, Breezy, all within a couple of seconds of each other going down the front straight.
Stinner.
All with DRS. Nice little train we've got going on here.
Stinner going for a move on Chunders into turn 1. Yeah, Chunders is really dropping down the field right now.
He's on 12 level mediums. The guys around him have got much fresher tyres. And just behind them we've got Bats and... Oh, wow. Bats a young Breezy battling it out. Young Breezy trying to go around the outside. He's got the line. It's going to be very close.
Bats
stays ahead.
Yep. Boseman very close to Pricey. See if he, I think he would send it. Yep, he does. And he goes ahead. Good move. Just braking later on better tires, I guess. Chunders very close to Bats, but Bats gets ahead or stays ahead. Oh, and Risse has a penalty. That could be huge down the stretch.
Yeah, it's a 3-second time penalty. That could make all the difference come the end of the race. So he's got extra pressure now.
Yeah, he really does. If he had to push... Yes, sorry, go on.
He has to push. Yeah, he needs to clear these guys.
Yeah.
If he's going to have any chance. We got a yellow
flag.
It's young Breezy. And Boogeyman's retired. When we have a safety car, second safety car of the race.
That is so huge for Luca and Julian. Yeah,
that's huge.
And Pricey, who is on the mediums as well.
And Trundles also 13 lap old mediums. They can now get off these tyres.
And Sean gets a 5-second penalty for ignoring yellow flags. Okay. So if you are Dobby right now, do you the hard guys in general, do you go in for mediums and go to the end? Or do you stay out for track position?
It's tricky, very tricky that one. His hards are only 6 laps old. If he comes in for mediums now, safety car probably back in on lap 16, so he'd have to do 17 laps on the mediums.
I think that's doable. And Reese goes in and Dobby goes in. Dobby pits.
Interesting. So, let's see.
Boseman stays
Luca and
out.
Julian probably going to go to the hards, to the end.
Pricey pits. Betts goes in. Chandos goes in.
Yep.
See what Toma does. Yep. Also goes in.
Julian, Luca onto the hard tyre.
F1 stays out. PMP Fox goes in. Dreamsy goes in. Sean goes in.
Dobby onto the medium tyre, so he is going to try and get to the end on these.
Yeah. I think that's the right move, to be honest.
And he's not lost masses of track position. He's only dropped to, what, 3 positions. So if he can get these mediums to the end, he's in a relatively good position right now.
It looks like
the guys ahead of him are all on the theoretical slower tyre.
But Corey doesn't agree with Dobby's strategy decision. Mistake from
Corey
Dobby.
thinks that was a mistake.
I'm not too sure about that one. I think I would have done the same, to be honest. The problem for Dobby is, though, that he has F1 between him, and he really has to make sure that he gets past him ASAP. ASAP.
Well, F1 has been on these hards for 12 laps now.
Yes, yes.
So
and Toma on the softs?
That's... Well, they certainly aren't going to make it to the end, so he's
no.
from here.
Yes,
stopping from here onwards, so... You got to think it'll be soft medium to the end for Toma.
Yeah.
He's probably begging for another safety car at some point down the line.
I don't think he will be I don't think he will be able to make it on soft. I think you're right. He has to go on the mediums again.
I think so.
I don't think that's the right decision, to be honest. I think he made a mistake there.
Well, Boseman and Eden more than likely going to try and get to the end on those hards. I mean, they've been on for 8 laps.
Boseman just joined? What happened there? I don't know if that was a glitch, but
I'm not sure.
He's ghosting. He's ghosting for me.
Young Breezy's in the pits. He's having a wind change. Has that happened on the safety car?
Has to be. I didn't see anything.
There we go. It was a glitch. So he's underway again. He's going to have to catch the back of the pack fairly quickly. We have back marker who is last.
Boseman.
He is in amongst traffic.
Boseman just ghosted into the safety car and went side by side with Bernd Mailänder. I mean, I'm sure Bernd doesn't mind some side by side racing, but I think the stewards won't like that.
No, they won't like that at all. Maybe they just want to have a nice listen to that amazing engine in that safety car. Looks like so far safety cars still not coming in just yet, but there is time to change. They probably will stay out one more lap. So, what we pretty much half race distance now, we've had 2 safety cars.
Yep.
Safety car in this lap.
I'm looking at what Corey said right now. Yes. Nah. It's a difficult one because obviously it's very hard to overtake on this track, but he does have much fresher tires right now. But looking at it like that, I think he should have stayed out. Yeah, I think I have to agree with you there.
I was a bit concerned. Boseman is not holding the pack up at all. He's literally sitting on the back of the safety car right now. This is an interesting strategy.
And he's going.
It's worked out quite well, actually.
Yeah.
He's got a reasonably decent jump there. As we're back underway, it's Boseman from Eden, Luca 2/10 behind.
Reese already... No, and Reese yeah, that's Reese who just lost it. going side by side with Julian into turn 1. I didn't see a lot of contact. There was some, but I don't think it was enough to cause that much of a moment.
We've got Bats and Tomer side by side.
I'm looking at Luca right now, who's
Tomer
very
on
close.
the outside of Bats. Can he get the move done?
Actually, we missed Julian jumping Luca. What happened there? How did Julian get past Luca?
Okay. Yeah, we missed that. Sorry guys, apologies. Oh, there's a Ferrari in the wall. It's Antero, he's out of the race.
Is it another safety car?
Another safety car? VSC. We have a VSC.
Alright.
Oh, that was unfortunate. Didn't again, just caught the end of that incident as the Ferrari slammed into the wall coming down the back straight.
And Boseman has left
Boseman
session.
has some connection issues. He seems to be joining, leaving, joining.
And his AI is going flat out.
He's going to get a penalty, or his AI is, if he's not careful.
His dashboard says that he's 1 minute and 36 seconds over the delta. Oh
wow. Wow.
Yeah, that's Cody's for you, but...
There we go, we're back underway. No penalties for Boseman right now.
No, and he's really created a gap, but his AI is going to be so slow. I think they will be at the back of him within the next 2 laps at least.
We've got quite a battle going on for P2, P3, P4 right now. Julian and Luca very close together.
Let's see if no Dobby too far away to go for a move.
Back markers picked up another 3 session time penalty. There we go, they're approaching Boseman's AI, which is always a bit of a funny one, especially when you've got to drive through them. Because sometimes they're putting for drivers.
Yes. It's very annoying, especially if you are lapping someone and they are about the same pace as you and you get stuck in them for a few laps. It's so annoying.
We got Julian very close to the back of the evening, turn 1. Is he going to make a move? He's side by side, down the inside. And
he gets past.
Done.
Yep. Now Luca has a lot of momentum going into... And Luca goes very wide there. Is not able to gain off his momentum. Pricey past Boseman. Reese gets past Stinner.
It's a standard recovery drive now for Reese after that mistake earlier.
Yep. And Dobby... Sorry?
We have Julian trying to get out of DRS over Eden.
Yeah.
Considering this is Julian's first proper race with completely no assist, this has been a great effort so far.
Yeah, very impressive. Very impressive performance.
Is there anything this man can't do?
It doesn't look like it, to be honest. Does not look like it. He's, like we said in quali, he's been on a great run at the moment, so it's if you go yellow flag, that's back marker.
He's not having the best of races, bless him this time around. We've got Sean on the back of
and Dobby finally gets past F1
That was a crucial move. He needs to make use of these fresh softer tyres than the guys in front of him. He's got a little gap to close on the back of Luca now. We've got Reese going down the inside.
Very aggressive under braking.
Very aggressive, but it kept the position.
Alright, Eden. Sorry?
Luca is still on the back of Eden. Eden doing a good job on these older hard tyres.
Yeah.
Staying with Julian, keeping Luca at bay.
That will also make it very hard for Luca to overtake now that they are in a bit of a DRS chain. So that's helping Dobby at the moment. Eden just out of DRS and back in.
The top 8 is very close right now.
Yeah,
not much time
really
between
are.
them at all.
No.
We've got Tomer on the back of Stinner. Tomer on the soft tyres, burning his ERS. He's in the DRS train right now. Is he going to think about sending it up the inside into turn 1?
Ooh.
Oh, this is going to be close. Oh,
And
there's
there's
contact.
contact. On more contact, but
They're still both on track.
yeah,
Just a little love tap, nothing more than that. We can deal with those. Really close. This has been a really good race so far, on a track that not a lot of people like.
Yeah. Especially a lot of overtakes considering how hard it is to do.
Absolutely. Julian has now pulled a 2.5 gap to Eden behind. So I wonder if Julian's just found his groove now. Settled onto these hard tyres, bedding them in.
Yep. Luca not going for a move yet. I think he will wait for the main straight.
Just jump through the field, see what else we've got going on. Dreamsy close-ish to the back of Trunders. The 3 cars behind Trunders all on the medium tyre. Trunders on the hards, doing fairly well to keep them behind.
Yeah, Luca already passed Eden, so
yep, that's the move done for Luca. Now into P2.
that's a great shot, actually. A great shot from the helicopter. Doing great work out there.
I'm pretty sure I've just seen Bats plus jump Pricey into turn 1. Bats takes a lot of the inside curb though, that's quite a risk. Price running slightly wide through turn 3.
It's the curb in turn 2 is pretty much you either completely have to go over it or you just don't touch it at all.
Absolutely.
Very risky curb. I think together with all the curbs in Zandvoort, one of the worst curbs. Worst.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So Dobby currently is still stuck behind Eden. He needs to get by to make his strategy work.
Reese putting on a lot of pressure from behind.
This is so close. This is really good to watch. As Julian picks up a 3-second time penalty.
Ooh, that's crucial.
That's huge. He's now going to have to pull the gap to Luca. As Tomer is in the pits and so is F1 Attic. F1 Attic is ditching those 20 lap old hards. And also for F1 Attic, both onto the medium tyre till the end. Ooh, there was a slight glitch there. I thought Tomer had jumped him in the pits, but no, he's come out just behind him.
Oh, looks. What does the gap from P1 to P2 say for you?
I have 1.4 second gap between Julian and Luca.
Yeah, it's at 4 tenths for me, so that's glitched. Yeah.
Yep. As we see Pricey pick up under the 3-second time penalty.
He's having a look down the inside, but does not go for a move. Yeah, the gap from P1 to P2 is stuck at 3.5 tenths for me, so.
So, just looking through the penalties, we have Julian with 3, Eden with 3, Risa with 3, Bats with 3, Pricey has 6 seconds, PMP Fox with 3, Young Breezy has 12 seconds of penalties, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, that's a lot.
That's going to wreck his race, unfortunately.
Dobby gets past Eden into turn 1. And
He's crucial to make that move, he needs to now stay ahead and push on and get onto the back of Luca if possible.
Riese sends one down the inside.
Oh, wow.
And he gets past. Great move.
So Eden in 2 corners drops 2 positions. I just wonder if that's the his hard tyres starting to go off a bit now. 17 lap old hards.
He does have a bit of a gap behind of 4 seconds, so he also does have a penalty. Right now he's still in a net P5, but his hards definitely won't get any better, so will be interesting to see how he goes on.
Sean picks up another 3-second time penalty. It's another one of those tracks there, quite strict on the track extensions.
Yeah, yep.
As we see, Dreamsy and Young Breezy side by side there. Breezy makes the move up into P12. He's got about 7/10 catch.
Even
got Aiden in the pits.
That's
Aiden with his
interesting.
18 lap hold hard, so he's probably, if he hasn't set the softs, he's going to go softs till the end, I'd imagine. No, he's gone for the medium tyre.
Oh, I think he would. I obviously don't know if he has. And Reese has passed Dobby. Interesting. Reese on the.
That is interesting.
Reese on the softer tires as well. Dobby on the softer tires.
I wonder if he may have missed a mistake there from Dobby.
Maybe he got a bit loose out of the chicane, which.
The guy in the best position right now, of course, is Luca.
Yeah,
he
definitely.
goes to the end, he doesn't have any penalties.
Yeah.
If it stays as it is, Luca will take the win here tonight.
I don't know if anyone is watching the stream, so I'm not going to reveal how many warnings he has. I'll just show it on stream.
Sure.
But Luca and Julian are dropping Reese and Dobby at the moment, and Reese is extending his gap to Dobby, even though Dobby is on mediums. But all Dobby has to do is stay out of penalty trouble and stay within 3 seconds, and that's his podium.
That's it, absolutely. As we see Bats Plus closing up to the back of Stinner, and Pricey not too far behind either. Pricey having a decent recovery. I'm sure he won't have been happy with his quali, but doing well to rescue it in the race.
That's beginner's luck, all I'm going to say about him.
It's alright, I'll stick up for you, Pricey, don't worry. Gap up front. The gaps have opened up a little bit at the front now. There seems to be a steady 1.3, 1.4 seconds between Julian and Luca.
Yeah.
We've got Dobby closing onto the back of Risa. Theoretically, he has the slightly quicker tyre, but obviously the life of that medium tyre won't be at its best now. Whereas the hards may feel a little bit better at this stage in the race.
Yeah. I think at the moment the mediums should still be fine, but I think you will start to struggle in the coming laps, while Risi won't have any problems until the end.
We got Trunders on the back of Dreamsy coming down the pit straight. As Trunders, he's not got much ERS, he's in the slipstream with DRS open. Is he going to make a move? He's going to have to go at the outside. Down the outside he goes. Oh, what a move. Brilliant move into turn 1.
Very close, but good move, yeah.
Very good racing once again there.
Let's see if Sean... No, I don't think Sean will be able to get past Jimsy. Nope, he won't. I'm still...
Bats, Pricey, Bossman, Fox, very close right now, all within a couple of seconds.
Yeah. I'm still a bit surprised by Eden's decision to go into the pits. As we speak about him, he picks up another 3-second penalty. So
just going to keep an eye on this battle with Bats and Pricey as we go down. Come onto the pit straight.
Yeah, that's what I'm on as well. Because at the front the gaps are pretty much staying the same at the moment. Stinner. Nah, I don't. Bats Plus a bit too far away. Let's see if we will get any moves further back.
Bats Plus has 80% ERS left.
Wow.
So he's going to be able to defend most times down in the turn 1.
Yeah.
As we see Sean make a late pit stop. This is probably going to be
has to be so.
Fastest lap.
Yep. That's
with a wing change.
What happened there?
What have we missed? Postman's round.
Yeah. Pricey was just next to him, and I don't know if Boseman turned in to the left while they were side by side, but he just, that would look very weird on stream.
Yeah.
I think you will see that in the Stewards channel.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure about that one. That looked very weird.
Well, I'll be able to take a good look at that.
Yeah.
It's been reasonably incident-free this race so far, boys. We've only got 4 laps to go or so. Let's keep it clean for the rest.
Meanwhile, Risse is getting very close to Luca. And Luca is very close to dropping out of this 3-second window.
Fox is past Pricey before turn 1.
I don't know if
Pricey's got any damage.
I didn't see anything flying around, but it was very weird contact there.
We've got Risa, who did drop back from Luca, but is now starting to close the gap.
Yeah.
It looks like Luca may be low on ERS.
Out of the 3 guys fighting for P2, Dobby has the most. Yeah, Luca and Risa basically have no ERS left.
Oh, there's contact at the back. That was between Fnatic and Trunders. Fnatic with a bit of a lunge, shall we say.
Back marker decided that it started to rain.
Is that invisible fine rain back marker? Is that what you can see? Pricey's down at P9 now.
Yeah. I think he does have damage actually. He's going very slow right now. Yeah, I think he does have damage. You can't see it visually, but I think he does. Meanwhile, Betts does not manage to get past his teammate.
The closest battle on track, as we see Toma overtake Trunders on the pit straight.
Yep. And Eden past Dreamsy.
Starting to close up between P3 and P4, Risa and Dobby. Is there enough time? And if the tyre's got enough life left in them for Dobby to mount
Dobby just dropped out of DRS. Dobby doesn't have DRS down this straight.
He does have more ERS.
Yeah.
Slightly more ERS than Risa. But it looks like he is starting to just drop back a touch now.
And my PS4 is about to take off. I hope you can't hear that.
No, I can't hear it.
Okay.
Back marker's in again. What's he going to put on the wets now? He's gone for the mediums. Boo. Might as well have done the whole set, man. As Fnatic has gotten past Dreamsy. And Toma on the back now of Dreamsy, only a couple of tenths. As the gap in P3, Reese is only 3 tenths now behind Luca, a couple of laps to go.
We have some fights going on at the moment.
Look at the gap between Julian and Luca also. Julian almost has the 3 seconds.
Yeah. And meanwhile, Stinner picked up a penalty, so P5 is still up for grabs.
This is going to be a very interesting finish to this race. 2 laps to go.
I think it was Canada where Julian just got P2 on penalties by, I think, just over a tenth.
I think this could be the same situation again. He's got half a second to gain.
Yeah. But looking at it right now,